Guys, what's going on? Last time you seen me, we talked about the Buddy Flex heater. Today, we got a cooker attachment. Let's talk about it. Let's see what it is. People have asked me, what if the battery goes dead? And you know, when I'm out, I mainly use these for ice fishing, and when we're out fishing, we have lighters with us to burn line and whatnot. And you can light this with a lighter if the battery does ever go dead. So, here is the cooker, and oh my goodness. It's not light. I'll tell you that right now. But the cool thing about this is that this actually like clips on to the flex part. So this can be one total unit. So right on the bottom of the unit there is a battery compartment that is comes with a Phillip head. I'm gonna unscrew that with the old trusty Leatherman. Get this bad boy in there. Like I said, if these batteries go dead, you can most likely just light her up with a lighter. So the hose is about, I don't know, just over 2 feet, and that is going to go into, I think, this side right there. I think it's just a quick connector. Yep. So looks like the hose can only come out of the right side, so we do have to like switch this all around. Maybe we'll put it like that. We're gonna do some cooking too. We're gonna see how it actually performs, but I got nothing for the...
No click?
This one I got.
Does it have to be hooked up?
Well, this one's just completely off.
So you put the battery in it?
Yeah. Figured out what the issue was with the battery. If you look inside this battery tray here, there is a Phillips head screw in there. And what was happening is the battery is actually sitting on that screw in like tipping. So we actually got to, right off the bat, I'm gonna take this screw, snug her down a little bit more, and see if we can get it to sit in there properly. So it's very, yeah, that screw is making it tippy in the center. All right, there we go, we got it. So we're gonna put this back together now. Okay, so now we have light off. Stick this bad boy into the quick attachment. That's pretty nice, I like that. We're putting this battery back in here. We did a little testing with the battery there. Okay, so now on the back of this one, you have to turn it to accessory mode. And the one thing I did notice is when you put it on accessory and you actually hit the power button on the back here, it does light the pilot light. Right there. So the pilot light is lit on this, however, it is on accessory. So being on accessory, nice and level here, we're gonna turn this one to start, let it prime up. There she goes. So you can run this one with a pilot flame and then have this one going as well, but you cannot have the Buddy Flex going, you know, on high. You have to have it off and then you're using the cooker. And this is actually putting out some pretty significant heat as well. You can feel it there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is, I'm just gonna slowly turn this on to high. Nice. And it is significantly windy outside, so we had to kind of pull the truck in the garage to do this in here. But so now we got that running. We got the pilot light is still over here on this, going how it is. And you know, first impression, pretty sweet. It is. It's not as heavy as I like initially thought it was out of the box, but there's some weight to it. So if you're trying to pack super light, you know, this would be more for, say, camping or in the hunting shack or in the ice shack. If you're doing like lightweight kind of camping, this obviously is a little big. But we got a pan lined with some bacon grease. We want to make sure that is like not doing that. We got some portobello mushrooms, some eggs, and some ham cut up in here. See how good she does melting stuff. Melting pretty good actually. Looks. Yeah, it's melting real good. Okay. Ooh, she got some heat to her. So we got some mushrooms, some ham, some eggs. This is just like a meal that I would throw together out on the ice or something super simple. I'm gonna throw some salt and pepper in it. So far, cooking quickly. It's eggs, I mean they cook quick anyways. It's gonna be hard to level these things out. That wind is fierce.
Do you think you could fry fish on this?
Yeah, I think you'd fry fish, definitely. Yeah, I have it on high right now, so that'll definitely boil some oil. Not oil, boil the fish in the oil. But just coming along really good. But these are fresh eggs from our chickens, and like I said, I could see us having this meal out on the ice. It's something super simple. It's not, you know, a fancy dancy dinner or whatever, but it's something. She's putting off the heat. So see how I just reached back there to do that? It's not bad, but as we have the flex heater here facing forward, the hose going out to the right, the hose does connect into that lower end. So in order to have that dial at you, it almost, the heater would have to be completely flipped around almost is what I'm trying to get at. Seems like everything on them's like in the back, but it's okay, it works. It's cooking food. Some cheese on this bad boy. And there's your Buddy Heater Flex cooker attachment walkthrough, guys. I think it's pretty neat. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? Mm-hmm. And there's that, you know, that windproof stuff they were talking about, like not like right up to it windproof, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's really, really windy today.
As long as you don't blow it out like I blew it out, it probably
Right, like
work.
you open up the shack door and a big gust of wind comes in, it might blow it out.
Should be alright. Okay, let's chow down some stuff. On fine china. I'm gonna turn this one off. It's off. Low. Oh yeah, I gotta do it up here. That's interesting. So I can't turn it off from the unit? No. On, or high, low. But it will not shut off there. I'm gonna go here. Okay, so you have to go back to the flex to turn that off. So I'm gonna go back to the flex and turn the flex on. Because it is cold in here. There we go. And let's eat. Alright guys, so we did a little direction rigging, and it does say transporting the cooker. It says place the heater on top of the cooker shown in figure 3. So it's actually, you see the grate over here and then the angle down right here, which the angle down is the front of the cooker. So it's you're putting it on literally backwards. So you don't have to take the cooking grate off. It does stay on, but as you would, think you're cooking on it this way, one would think just to do that. It does not go that way, so you turn it around, And it actually is pretty sweet. You just throw it right up on top of it, and then you know, just like you seen in the video, it's kind of like wiggly, a little wobbly there, but get that get the one side attached on, get the other side attached on, and just like that, you know, you're hooked up and rolling. But it's not just like that. It's like, give me a second. This is why these are like, this is legit. This is me in my garage trying to figure this thing out, guys. Here we go. Boom, clicked, we're on. And close our compartment now. There is your 1 unit. And it is nice and warm too. And again, we're running this off the big tank today, just because the, I don't know, I don't have a lot of the little ones, so I like to run it off the big one, especially if you want an extended run time. People have asked me, how long does it run off a bottle? I don't know, guys, sorry. Maybe this couple weeks or something, I'll put one in and just let it run on high, see how long it goes for. But there's low, there's high. It is a pretty sweet, you know, 1 unit all together. Shut her back down. I think we went through all of it. Big old tags on the front of this cooker. Actually, like cable. But yeah, again, thanks for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if it helped you out, and we will see you next time. There we go. Eating some breakfast. We'll be back.